Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Papa Boris here, playing a new game. This is called DungeonTop Spellsword Cards, although it's written in Steam as Spellsword Cards DungeonTop. Not the greatest title, but this is an amazing game. I'm very excited to show it to you here. If you are not familiar, it's an early access title. It is a deck building roguelike, and yeah, if you've been watching my channel, apparently 2019 was the year that everybody, their grandma and their grandma's dead uncle's former roommate decided to make a deck building roguelike. I did get a copy of this game for free, but if you have watched my video for a long way down, you know that that does not prevent me from sharing what I really think about the game. And this game, I really freaking love it. So let's go ahead and start a new hero and begin a new run. Actually, when you first start playing the game, you go through a quick tutorial, but we're not going to do that because you have something better than a tutorial. You have me. At the beginning, you pick a class, and right now it's early access. So it's just the warrior and the ridiculously buxom mage, who I have not unlocked yet. And so we're going to be the warrior. You also get to choose your deck. Again, I'm not sure in early access like how many different decks there will be and how many different heroes there will be, but obviously that's going to be added. This game is still pretty new. There is this edit deck button, but you have to unlock other cards, and it looks like this works similarly to Meteor Fall in that the cards that you unlock swap in for existing cards. So we're going to have a bit of a tough time because we're playing with, basic cards and nothing that has been, updated. So let's go ahead and be the warrior with the basic class. Basic deck. This other deck is more like combo-y, so we'll pick the more straightforward one where you just try to make a bunch of units and kill the other person. Brognir the Berserker, sure thing. Okay, so this game, like every other deck building roguelike, owes its origins to Dream Quest, and as in Dream Quest, you have two different phases in the game. There's the overworld phase where you're wandering around the dungeon, and then there's the actual combat, which happens when you enter combat. Now, this game has streamlined it a little bit. In Dream Quest, there's like a lot of empty space that you wander around and things. Here you can see everything is like its own separate node, and these are actually sealed. You start next to 3 sealed doors, so we really only have one way to go, and look at that. Here's our first monster. Let's go ahead and talk about how combat works. Now, one thing I love about this game is that it just gets a lot of basic game design principles right that almost no other games do. In this particular game, you can actually see the enemy deck. So it tells you everything about the enemy's cards, which I'm not going to talk about now because we'll actually get into the game and explain the rules, but you can actually see what they have. Numbers in this game are small. One of the reasons I think that there's so many roguelikes that are surrounding, or let's just say deck-building roguelikes, is that Slay the Spire was a smash hit, but I was actually singularly unimpressed by that game, and one of the problems in it is there were just a lot of big numbers with weird percentages, and it was hard to get excited about things because it was hard to tell what the numbers actually meant. But in this game, numbers are pretty small, hit points, damage, they're all fairly small numbers, so you can actually get an intuitive sense for what things are really like. So you get to see the enemy deck, you get to see what the enemy hero's power is, and then we're going to go ahead and click the fight button and get to it. So at the beginning of the game, you and the guy you're supposed to kill end up on a grid. They're not all 4x4. There are, I think, currently 3 different sizes of grids. There's more than one different size of grid. Some are bigger than this, but this is as small as it gets. You will then draw a number of cards equal to your mana from your deck. Now, mana in this game is a little bit strange, but for now, think of mana as your maximum hand size. So if this were higher, I would see 4 cards here. This game features a flexible mulligan system in that you can choose which cards to keep and which ones to redraw. I do wish there was a bit more of like a graphical confirmation of what you're doing. So like I'm going to click this and I'm going to click redraw and then it just all goes away. But that shield was redrawn into a different card. And then it is your turn. So the way that turns work in this game is that you get to move and attack with minions and your hero who are on the board, and you get to play cards from your hand. Cards can be things like new units, they can be artifacts, they can be spells. We'll see some of that throughout this playthrough. Now, what's tricky is mana does not actually needed to play cards. Cards are free unless they have a mana cost. And if they have a mana cost, then you spend some of that mana and it lowers how many cards you redraw. So if I'd played a card that cost 1 mana, next turn I would draw 2 cards instead of 3 because I'd lose 1 of my 3. In addition, any cards you don't play are discarded, and you can voluntarily discard cards unless specified otherwise. When you summon minions, they have to be adjacent to an existing minion. So I can move my hero, for example, and then I can play this guy, and this guy, and this lady. Now this lady has a power, which is that she increases the power of everyone adjacent to her and herself when she's played. So these 3 people all have their strength buffed. This guy has a power of haste, similar to Magic the Gathering. All summoned creatures, minions, have summoning sickness and have to wait a turn before they can attack, but haste, of course, supersedes that. Power is yellow. This is how much an enemy or a unit does damage when they hit somebody. And then, of course, the red number is hit points. That's how much damage they can take before they die. There is no automatic healing in this game. And you can hover over everything to see everything that they've got. So, for example, this Goblin Warrior has multi-strike, meaning they can attack twice, although he only does 1 damage. So, it's not that big of a deal. In this game, generally speaking, the first dungeon is pretty easy, but don't let that fool you, because in the second dungeon, shit starts to get very real very fast. So let's go ahead and just hit him. Because we are trying to kill this guy. We don't have to kill all the minions that he plays. We just have to kill him and then we win. This guy's ability is that if someone appears or moves next to him once per turn, he whacks them. So he'll whack someone for 3 damage. Now in this game, like in Dream Quest and some other roguelikes, wait, I have more stuff here. So yeah, this guy has range, so he can attack at range. This guy increases his power by 1 every turn. We're just gonna go ahead and spam the board with a bunch of crap. So yeah, this first level is ridiculously easy because you can just flood the board and overwhelm the opponent. Now, this guy's actually going to get attacked by my guy, but he doesn't die because these guys come into play with block. Block is kind of like Divine Shield. You just block all damage of a particular type, and then it goes away. The difference is that in this game, when you block, if your block is not used up, it actually just goes away at the start of your turn, no matter how much block you have. So what we're going to do is we're going to whack the boss. He's down to 5. Move out of the way. Come up here. Whack the boss. Now, this would not be a good play if I wasn't killing the boss this turn, but I am because this guy with range 2 can kill off the boss. If that were not killing blow, however, I wouldn't have done this because then my hero would get damaged. In this game, like I was saying, you keep damage from fight to fight. And on top of that, leveling up does not heal you. Now, there are other things you can find that do heal you, but still, healing is very precious. Now, after each combat, you get awarded a certain number of cards, and you can reveal 2 of them for free, or 3 if you just killed an elite enemy. In addition, you can pay these flare stones to get extra reveals. 1 flare stone equals 1 extra reveal. Now, that is the one thing that I wish this game had explained in the tutorial. By the way, the game, I think, does a great job introducing you to it. The only thing, and this is a minor thing, is I wish they explained flare stones, but the in-game rules actually do explain it. So I find that this game does an amazing job of enabling you to feel like you can make decisions right from the first round because it gives you all the information that you need. There's nothing hidden under the hood. Anyway, flare stones give you extra reveals. And if you reveal a card and don't take it, you get a Flare Stone shard. Once you get 10 shards, you get an extra Flare Stone. And you can choose which type of card to reveal. So here I'm going to look at spells. What do we got here? Underhand Strike. 1 damage to an enemy adjacent to your hero, and then you draw a card. Yeah, I don't really want to do that, so I'm not going to take it. And then I'm going to reveal a minion. Got a Siege Engine. Range 2, move 0. And then it does splash damage. All right, that's kind of interesting. All right, we'll try it. So I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to add it to my deck. Now, in this game, it is sort of difficult to remove cards from your deck. So you have to be very careful, because after every battle, you can take 2 cards. But if you do that after every single battle, then your deck's quickly going to become overloaded with a bunch of garbage, and you're not going to be doing all that well. So you have to be very careful from the very beginnings as to which cards you put in and which cards you do not put in. So if that was all you wanted, if you just want to know how to play the game, that basically covers it. However, I will go ahead and continue on and finish this floor. So if you want to see actual gameplay, feel free to stick around. But if you are just heading out because you want to go play the game yourself, now that you know what's up, that's pretty much all there is to it. There's some other mechanics and things, but you can figure that out once you get in there. So if that's so, thanks for watching. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. But let's go ahead and continue onwards. Blacksmiths work very similar to how they do in Dream Quest, and that the first upgrade at each blacksmith is free, and after that they are not free. Now the difference is that you don't pay gold for subsequent upgrades. What you do is instead trade a treasure. Now treasures are like regular cards. They go into your deck and they, do things. They can be spells, they can be artifacts. I don't know if they can be spells, but they can be artifacts, they can be minions, they can even be weapons. In addition, though, treasures can be given to blacksmiths and other things you find to get additional upgrades. So what I'm going to do here is upgrade one of my cards. I'm not going to think about it too much. Let me just take a quick look at what the Siege Engine does when it's upgraded. So it still can't move. It just does 3 damage instead of 2. No. Okay. I'm going to upgrade one of my ranged dudes. Because when you upgrade them, it upgrades their range from 2 to 3. It upgrades their damage from 3 to 4 and their hit points from 1 to 2. So you get a lot of stuff when you upgrade these babies. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And as I have no treasures, that's all the upgrading I can do. So we're going to go ahead and leave the blacksmith. Now let's go ahead and do another fight. We've got a Goblin Pack Leader. What do you got, Goblin Pack Leader? So this is you have to be very careful because you really don't want to have your hero get damaged on the first easy level. So it's important that you do not get within range 2 of this guy while he's got this card, because then you're going to take some damage. These guys are the ones that come in with a block, and what his special ability is that friendly minions who are adjacent have an extra damage that they deal. Okay, nothing too bad. Like I said, this game may seem really easy when you watch the first floor. Like, oh, you just flood the board with enemy or monsters and then you just kill them. And yeah, that is kind of how it goes. But it does get much more difficult after that. In fact, I'm just going to even redraw that javelin. For these early rounds, we just want to flood the board with minions. Alright, so my hero is going to go up 1. We're going to go ahead and put one of this haste guys down. And this guy is just going to get killed with his 1 hit point, but, you know, he did 2 damage to the boss. That's good enough. Then we're going to put down a defender. Maybe the boss will summon something here or move into here himself and take 2 damage. And we're going to get this guy with his whopping range 3 right here. So there's no way, barring something really crazy, that this boss can avoid getting damaged next turn by this ranged person. Okay. So now how much damage can I do? I can do 2, 4, 8. Perfect. So I'm just going to do that. Make sure he's not got block or anything. Yep. I hit him, move out of the way, move in, hit him. Notice you can move and hit in either order and kill him. Otherwise, I would have stepped my hero back, put minions in the way between me and the minions the boss spawned to prevent my hero from taking damage. Okay, so we get loot, and let's talk about weapons. Your hero begins with a weapon. Weapons in this game do not go into your deck. They go into, like, I don't know, your weapon sack, and then you can choose while you're in the dungeon which weapon you have equipped. I definitely want to get a better weapon than what I start with, because right now my weapon is just a regular old longsword. It can only attack adjacent, and it only deals 2 damage, so nothing super crazy. But let's see if we can get something better than that. We got, ooh, an upgraded polearm. Holy bananagrams! Well, I'm definitely going to do that. That's 3 damage, and at range 2, phenomenal. Now, I'm going to try to grab a minion. Spells can be fun, but for now, let's see if we can just get some better minions in the house. This guy is, well, okay, so basically, haste means he can go right away, but he only has 1 movement. He only deals 1 damage. And the knockback is interesting. You do damage the person if they can't be knocked back, but I don't think it's actually worth putting into my deck, so I'm going to... Okay, whoa! Almost missed my amazing weapon. I'm going to go ahead and grab this weapon, but skip on the minion. I'm going to be very selective with the minions I take. Okay, now, since we leveled up, we get a talent, and I love what this game does with talents. You get a talent every level, which I think that other games can learn from. It's nice. It's always fun to pick talents, so being able to give the player those options every round is pretty cool. And in this game, unlike in Dream Quest, there is a tree, so like each thing starts a row. Like you can only take this one if you take this one. You can only take this one if you've taken all the other 4, etc. So the first level, we have 4 maximum HP. This does not increase your current HP. So you gotta be careful with that because you do not ever heal automatically when you level up or when you wander around, so the 4 maximum HP is a little bit tricky to make use of. Of course, there's this talent, which is that you heal 2 HP at the end of each battle. This is kind of an interesting one because in the first level, the first floor, when you like basically never take damage, it's really not that useful, but then beginning with the second level, it is amazingly useful because when you start taking damage, there's just no way to get that health back, and so you want to have this talent. And then this is what I'm going to take. Dash 1 means that when you move, you can move in an extra space. You can't move like in an L. You can't like move up and then over with a dash, but still being able to move twice. Or sorry, actually, am I mistaking this? Gain extra moves each turn. I think maybe this just means you can move twice. Yeah, so I can move once in any direction and then once again in any direction. So I can move in an L with this dash. And then I'm going to go for this. What this does is it makes it so that when you attack an enemy with a ranged weapon, you also attack all the enemies that are in between you and the target. I would actually take this even if I didn't have a ranged weapon, but I got super lucky and immediately got a polearm, so I'm definitely going to take this because I like mobility a lot, and I definitely want to get the piercing on my ranged weapon. Okay, we'll talk more about talents later. Here we have an event. Take these 3, destroy this place. Yeah, I'm not going to take the warriors. I don't want to add extra random minions to my deck. They might be good, they might not be, so I'm just going to leave them alone. Let's take a look at what this is. A powerful artifact. I will take this. So this is interesting. It is a mostly dead card. It heals a unit for 2 and exhaust. Exhaust means that it's out for the rest of the battle, which is not that good. Healing a unit for 2 is whatever. I guess it can be used on your hero if you happen to draw it after your hero gets damaged, and that can provide you some recurrent healing. So it's not like totally useless, but it's, pretty questionable. However, if you ever die while the thing is in your deck, you actually lose this thing permanently. Consume in this game means trashed forever, and you heal up for 8 health. So it's nice to have as an insurance policy, and if you just discard it when you draw it, it's not the end of the world either. Okay, let's go ahead and fight this monster. We have a Goblin Chirurgeon. So what are you doing? You are buffing your health of the units by 2, and these guys are just a very basic 3 damage, 1 hit point dude. Do you have anything? Nope. So this is a very, for its very cool name, this thing is a very basic bitch kind of a boss. Shouldn't have too much trouble with this. So again, I'm not going to keep this Javelin. I would rather just get a minion if possible. And I did. Okay, perfect. So we'll do a little bit of chaining here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this guy here, which allows me to put this guy here. This is the guy that whacks somebody who moves adjacent to him. And then I'm going to put my rush guy there and then just attack the boss. Actually, I can even move away. Ha! Okay. So now, if he summons these things here, one of them is going to die. If he moves in himself, he's going to take 2 damage. And I'm actually going to move again. This puts my hero potentially in range of attacking this boss next turn. So that 2 damage he took was from this guy. Okay, now these minions are threatening my hero, but it does not matter because 2, 4, and 8. This upgrade guy showing up every time has been pretty lucky. Okay, looting time. So, potions do go in your deck, but they are consumed. So I'm going to see what this is. Oh, a healing potion. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll definitely take that. And then, let's see if we can get a good minion. What are you? So this guy costs some mana. 1 power, 3 hit points, 1 summon, remove block from adjacent units, and give this minion 1 power for each. That is awfully specific. I mean, it is really helpful when enemies play block. But you're paying a mana for this, meaning you draw 1 for your card the following turn. Now, when you discard a card from your hand, you actually gain a mana, so you can discard a card after you play this to continue to draw your maximum hand size. I gotta say, this looks pretty janky, so we're gonna go ahead and just take the potion, but not the minion. Alright, we got another Goblin. This is a Goblin Berserker. Lots of stuff here. So we got these basic bitch minions, the ones that have a block once. They have, it's like a 1/1 Divine Shield, basically. What is this? Lose 2 health and gain extra attack. This would apply just to the boss himself. Okay, seems fine. He only starts with 1 attack, so I'm not super intimidated that he has a self buff. Okay, so I'm gonna put this into the deck. This is fine to draw, but I don't think I need to draw it, especially because I got this lady who buffs herself and adjacent minions. Okay, so we don't have our haste guy, but I want this guy to land here, and I want everybody to get a buff. So it's a little bit of a geometry puzzle here. What you can do is move him up, put this guy here. What are you? That's fine. This guy there. Then we take a step back, and everybody gets buffed. And we end the turn. Okay, so what did he do? Alright, so he did this thing, which let him kill my guy. That's fine. So what I'm going to do next is whack him. Come up here and use my polearm to... What the... Oh, God. Oh, my God, I didn't change my weapon! Forgot to change my weapon to my polearm. Whoops. Well, luckily, it shouldn't matter too much. Let's just hem this guy in. And for good measure, put that guy in there. I can still move. What can you... Oh, that guy can still attack. Okay. So he has multi-strike? I did not know that. I did not know that he has multi-strike. Hold up. Does he really? Yeah, he has multi-strike. I should have noticed that. Okay, he's dead. Because this guy gains a power every turn, and he just slowly charged up to 5. Okay. Let's look... By the way, I have 4 Flare Stones because I have ignored 10 cards, basically. Ooh, a level 2. What are you? When summoned, add 1 power to itself and to adjacent units you control. Oh, that's like the one I have, but better. And he has Leap 3. So Leap means he can jump over other units in a single move up to the number indicated. I think I'll take that. That seems pretty good. 3 power, 4 health is solid. And what are you? A mana dude. Ah, this is an interesting one. So you get a shield card to your hand at the beginning of the turn. Now with this 1 power and 2 hit points, this guy is crappy as an actual thing. But shield adds a divine shield, or in this game, a block to a unit. So you can keep putting this on your hero each turn to, you know, mitigate damage. I'm going to actually take them both into my hand, although it's perhaps wrong to take this, because he doesn't do that much for your combat. Okay, let's do this one. So now my range attacks have penetrate. And let's actually equip my weapon. Thank you very much. Okay, well, we got a couple of things here. This is a portal, this is a temple. Let's go to the temple. Here's where you can remove cards from your deck. Same as with the blacksmith, the first one's free, and then other ones cost you, what's her face? Treasures. Let's get rid of this javelin. It may seem really good, but the thing about this is that almost always it's better just to put a unit on the board. So I'm going to get rid of this. Of course, I can rue that decision later because sometimes there are very powerful units that'll be like, you know, if this doesn't get killed, then in a turn, like an egg, for example, like it'll destroy itself and then summon a bigger unit. So perhaps I should have just gotten rid of like a marginal minion instead. Okay, so here we have a two-sided portal. You can choose, take a normal path or a dark path. The dark path is harder, but has better rewards. I'm guessing before this game exits early access, there'll be a little bit of balancing done because even this so-called dark path is not all that difficult to get through without taking damage. We'll see, though. Maybe I just got lucky the first time I played, and now I'm going to suck. So here we got this dude. He's a scout. 3 attack, 20 health, and he's got dash, so he can move twice. These dogs have devour, which means that when they kill something, they gain their power. That's not a big deal. They only have 3 hit points. They're probably not going to kill more than one thing. And then what are you? Haste and knockback. So you have to watch out a little bit for this because he can whack you for 2 damage if you're not careful and push you back, which might do even more damage. Okay, let's go ahead and fight him. Here we have one of our bigger boards, a 6x4 instead of a 4x4. And what do we got going on? This is a perfectly fine opening hand. Let me just see, can I actually hit him with this haste unit? I can yeah, I can, kinda. So, I'd have to kind of put these into harm's way. This guy, what's his movement? Yeah, he's got dash 1, so I could, like, go here, and if I spawned a hasty guy there, they could get attacked. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mulligan this guy, because he's very crappy. He just deals 2 damage and then dies. I'm hoping to get something with a little bit more lasting power. Like, this is fine. Okay, so let's move up. Let's move up again. Let's put that guy there. He's my defender dude. Sadly, he does not kill these dogs. And then let's put my ranged attackers somewhere. I really want to be able to hit him for 4, so I'm going to do... Actually, hold on. Can I move my guy anymore? I'll do this. I'm betting this guy's going to move up this way. And then this guy has a range of 2 only, so I'll put him a little bit closer. So he took 2 from my guardian, then killed him. Here comes the dog, threatening my hero. Luckily, the dogs don't have haste. So I can do a couple of things here. One is I can attack this guy, which will also kill the dog thanks to my penetrating weapon that I actually remembered to equip. And now I've got to really respect this thing, because it's got haste. So if he can get near my hero, he's going to be able to damage my hero, which I don't really want. These guys, even at base, do 3 damage, which is really good because I can kill the other dog. And this guy with his 4 attack can actually do 4 damage to the boss. Now, what I'm going to do here is get my hero out of the way so he cannot be hit by the boss. And I'm going to surround my hero with a guy. This guy would die. Okay, we'll do it like this. I'm going to put the guy here, and I'm going to shield my hero. Because the guy is now actually capable of summoning this orc charger and damaging me. So, I want to make sure that I don't get hurt. I screwed up. Okay, so what I did was I put myself in a position where the knockback could damage me because I wasn't able to be knocked back. So, the attack got blocked, but the knockback damage went through. That was a mistake. That was avoidable damage. Okay, well, that sucks. So now we're going to go ahead and see if we can kill this guy. 4, 7, 9. Can't quite kill him. So what I'm going to do is just kill this with my hero. Surround myself so he can't put things near me or get near me himself. And then we'll whack him for 4. Doesn't much matter what I do. We'll block that guy, I guess. So my haster dude dies. This guy does not have multi-strike, so he cannot attack my hero again. Okay, and so now we should be able to win. Actually, do we? Yeah, it's a little bit close. This is only 4 damage. And I guess I could, like, move away and have my little dude kill him. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do this, hitting him with a penetrate. Kill the dog. Move out of the way. Step aside and have my little shield bearer finish the big bad boss off. So I took a damage there that was preventable. We got a new treasure. It's a minion with 2 power and 2 hit points. When played, draw your next spell. Cute. Okay, so we get 2 reveals in addition to this. I guess we'll check to see if we can get a better spell. Destroy an adjacent enemy. It's one of those things where it's kind of like an extra attack, but it's a little bit finicky because there's not necessarily going to be that many things with less power than your hero that you can destroy with this, and then it's a dead card. Guess might as well see a minion. Ooh, we got an upgraded version of Mr. Haster. Oh, this is terrible. So when he's upgraded to level 2, it doesn't increase his power, it just increases his hit points. That's not super useful. So we're just going to get the treasure, because it's treasure, and then, yeah, it takes up space in your deck, and it's kind of crappy, but you can just trade it away for a free blacksmith upgrade or a free card removal, and that's why it's good to take those, even if they don't seem that good. Okay, Goblin Psycho. That sounds intriguing. What are you all about? So we got Death Rattle. Your minions get +1/+1. And it says minions. I believe that does not include the hero himself. Deal 2 damage to adjacent units. I think that's everybody. So I got to be careful with this. And then this is just a 3/14 vanilla. Okay. I haven't fought this before. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Let's try this catapult for the first time and mulligan the healing spell. Okay, so you move just the once. These are the bomb dudes. I do have a ranged weapon which should help, so I'm actually fine with getting kind of up close and personal. Let's put the catapult back here. Let's do that there. And then this... I'm okay with just doing this. Just blocking this guy off from moving, so he has to move away. Oh, is this? Oh my god, I totally forgot who this was! Crap, I thought this was the one... Oh, geez, I'm terrible at this game. I thought this was the one that gains power every turn, but it's actually the one that buffs himself and adjacent characters. So I should have done the geometry homework to get everybody buffed, especially this ranged character. Okay, my opponent made a pretty stupid move here. He put a thing in range of my immobile siege engine. So what we're going to do here is take a step back and kill this guy at range, which hurts the boss. Then we're going to step up, use the cannon to kill this thing. Oh, it doesn't die, but hold up. It only deals 2 damage. These things have 3 health, but I got another one of these babies. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pop her in there to buff the attack here, and then we'll kill this, which will damage that from the catapult splash and from the thing exploding. And then I can actually just kill the boss with my ranged... Oh, I already attacked! Oh, God. Well, thankfully we can we can interpose another unit to not take 3 completely pointless damage. Oh, I didn't attack with that guy? Oh, well, okay, so the guy is dead. Silly me. Silly me. Okay, should I keep trying to get spells? Fine. The Boot. Okay, so this is a really strong spell because it can stun 2 enemies. The thing you have to understand, though, is this is adjacent to your hero. So your hero needs to get adjacent to something, and then that enemy has to have another enemy in a line behind it. But the effect is so strong it's actually worth it because if you stun the thing, then it's not acting, and your hero, despite getting adjacent to something, is not actually putting himself in harm's way. Minion, we got another one of these ladies. Don't think we need that, so let's just take the boot and fight our next boss. Not boss, just our next enemy. Orc Warband. What do you got here? Heal addition friendly units for 3. We know this guy already. Haste, knockback 1, and there's 2 of them. No, this is not. They look the same, but they have different colored hats. So this one throws rocks. Ooh, that's tough. Range 3 is a little bit tricky to avoid having your hero be damaged. And then what are you? Just a vanilla 314, but you give a +1 attack bonus to adjacent friendly minions. Okay. Now there's 6x4 board here, making it a little bit tricky because he's got these ranged units. Okay, this is too far away. Actually, hold on. I could do this. I can't get her bonus on everybody and get this guy close enough to the boss. So we're going to go ahead and just redraw him. Got another thing. Okay, this is the thing that increases power, and then this is the other buffer. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some algebra homework, or geometry homework. Let's go up. And then... it's a little bit weird. Okay. We're gonna kind of waste this guy so that she does everyone. And I wanted him to be on top because he's got leap. So he can get up to the boss potentially. Okay, like, how does leap work? Can I actually leap over here? I can. So I can actually whack the boss for 5 already. I think I'll do that. It's a little bit aggressive. But, you know, it is 5 damage. It's a lot of damage. And then this guy can kill the dude. And then the slinger here, everyone's... My hero is safe from the slinger. That's all that matters to me. Let's have my hero actually step on up and start to get into striking position, because 5 attack, I mean, he could potentially be the killing blow for this boss. This guy with haste sadly cannot kill the slinger, or I would kill it. Otherwise, instead, we'll just do 2 damage to the boss. Let's get the range thing down. And again, this thing doesn't actually work because it's adjacent to my hero. And sadly, it's going to be discarded. So that was, you know, perhaps a bad choice to take that boot, because it doesn't work in a lot of situations. Okay, this thing is the healer, so the guy got healed, but he's still gonna die. Because whack for 5 and whack for 5. You know what I should have done? I should have played that treasure that draws your next spell. Actually, hold on. Is the Ankh a spell? It's an artifact set. So artifacts can be spells. I could have potentially drawn this. I don't have that many spells. I could have drawn that or the shield, and I could have potentially healed my hero before ending that fight. Okay, let's take a look at a spell. Reduce the power of adjacent minions. Oh, wow, that can be strong, although it's a little bit situational. I mean, that can, like, reduce things to 0. It can, like, render the boss impotent. We'll try it for science. I have my doubts. Got an upgraded dog, haste, dash 1. So it's faster than the rush guys I have, and it has more hit points. Okay, we'll take it for some extra burn. Okay, I think I've got everything so far. Let's go to this event. Yeah, let's not trade. Don't really care about what you have to offer me. And I would have lost... What's my most valuable treasure? 30... Oh, it's not a treasure. That's just an artifact. So I would have lost this book in exchange for some random thing that he was offering. Okay, we got a Goblin Alchemist at level 3. So what do you have? When an enemy unit moves away from or next to this thing, destroy it and deal... Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, moves away from? So you have to kill it, basically. When it's destroyed, deal 10... What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's serious. I guess I need to get my blocks up. After 2 turns, destroy this minion. When destroyed, deal 10 damage to all units in the same row and column. Hysterical. Now, when destroyed, is that in general, or is that only if it destroys from ticking down? When an enemy will deal 1 damage to it. Upgrade one enemy contraption to a super, doubling its effects. Oh my god, this guy looks really hard. Okay, we're gonna have to burn this guy down, because those contraptions look insane. Okay, this, don't think we need. And then this, all this stuff is contraption, so the Intimidate's not very useful. Yeah. Oops. He's got all these contraptions. Okay, so what are you? It's range 2, so he does deal 1 damage at a range of 2. Okay, well, let's get in there. Which one's this? This is the one that buffs. Okay. Let's try it. I probably should have summoned my siege thing here, though. And okay, it's still not too late, I think, to do something goofy. What if I put this here? Yeah, let's try this. I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, I messed up. I want this and that to get buffed, but I can't do that without putting the haste thing. Actually, wait, this thing has dash. Right, but if I put it here and then buff it, it's gonna be blocked in. Ah, that's what I forgot to calculate. Oops. Okay, I do think that I really value getting damage on this boss, though. So we're going to do this. Just this. Come up here and just whack him for 3. And so now he is stuck here. He can't actually summon anything. He can't summon any of his contraptions because he has no adjacent spaces. Oh, well, that seems like I really beat the system there, didn't I? I should have put this thing in line with the boss, though, perhaps. So whack, whack, move up, and not quite kill him. I could actually get this last point of health, but we'll refrain. I guess we'll just keep on crowding the space. He got his upgrade your contraption thing. Oh, I'm an idiot! I put my hero in range of this guy's ranged attack. Oh, okay. Well, this was a very easy fight because I had a haste unit who was able to crowd out the boss. Okay, so interesting choice. I could go for a weapon. I mean, I have a pretty good one. It's a level 2, range 2, power 3. You know what? I'm not going to risk that. Let's just see if we can get some better minions. We got level 1 dog. What the hell are you? Your hounds gain 2 power. Oh, I see. Okay, so we can go over the combo. But okay, we're not a combo deck, so we'll let the Hound Master go and just not take anything. And we have a talent. So with the talents, all 3 of these trees have a middle value that is gain 1 maximum mana. So I'm not saying you should always do this. I'm not like an expert of the game or anything, but there's a strong incentive to have your first 3 talents be all in the same row so you get 1 extra mana, because having 1 extra mana means you begin the game with 1 more card and you just always draw an extra card. That's kind of a big deal. Oh, it's a fight. What? Oh, okay, so it's a fight. All right, so we got, what, 2 attack, range 3. Power shot. Oh my god. Lose 2 damage for each target in between yourself and the hero. What is that? Is that based on his range? We gotta really stay away from him. These are some, oh, it's a range 3, power 3, range 3, power 3. Man, that's a lot of range. This is gonna be a tough one. Well, maybe I'll use my healing potion here. Okay, I could keep this just to heal my hero, but that seems a bit passive. Let's actually just get rid of everything. In fact, maybe I should keep this block. I'll keep the block, and maybe I will actually not use the siege engine. This seems like it's just going to die before I can do anything. Let's redraw. What is this? Crumbling wall. Cannot move or act. Oh my god, I didn't realize that's how that worked. Uh-oh. Shoot, I'm in a lot of trouble here. So these are impassable terrain, right? Oh, they have 10 hit points. This is a really serious ass encounter. Okay, well, let's put a block on my hero. Let's go here. Actually, wait, let me put... This is just gonna die to the sling man because they have a range of 3, quite conveniently. I don't think there's any way I can avoid just getting wrecked. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna go here, put this guy here to buff my hero, kill this and do 4 damage to this wall, put a slinger here, and there's a chance that the enemy will attack my blocked guy. Okay, well, it worked, but the problem is he used Power Shot to break my Divine Shield, and then the thing actually hit me for 3. Okay, cool. So what do we do here? we can do this, attack the wall. Okay, let's do that. So we're gonna go here and which attacks the wall. I'm gonna move my slinger. Oh, this is the one that only has a range of 2. Oops. Okay. None of these guys have rush or anything. All right, I'm gonna take more damage here. It's not great, but let's do this. Go here. I should have broken the wall with this guy instead of having to move this guy. I'll put a defender here, so if the slinger moves in, it's gonna die before it can shoot my hero. And I can even put this thing there to prevent him from moving. Interesting. It'll get killed by the boss. No, it won't get killed. It'll just take 2 damage. Okay, let's go ahead, I guess, and buff some dudes. Put that guy there. I'm not sure what this guy's doing here, but we'll just stick him on the board. Okay, so at least he doesn't have room to put... Oh, the walls count as his units, but my defender kills the range thing. Okay, there's the power shot, so hopefully it doesn't kill my hero. This will draw my next spell. Sure. It is the super useful Intimidate, which I'm deeply, deeply regretting. Okay, well, it's a little bit crowded over here. I guess I can... I can't actually... I'm a little bit gridlocked. Okay, let's attack this and that so that we can move this. Then I can move my hero up and do that so that you can do that so that you can do this. And I guess we'll just put a guy here because that can actually hit him with his range of 3, and the other stuff I'm just going to discard. Oh, that power shot, I clearly do not understand how it works because it did do damage to my hero even though it seemed like it wasn't supposed to. Okay, I guess this is the time for the healing potion. Hello. Healing. And well, let's do that. Step away, put in my rushing dog, drop a catapult, and shield the dude. Block my hero up just in case it matters. Okay, my defender killed that guy, but the second one does stick around. Can I heal my hero? Yeah, so I got my hero healed up most of the way. Can we just now... Oh, does this thing have a range of... It has a range... God, this thing is bad. It has a range of 2. Maybe I should have upgraded it. I wonder if upgraded it has a range of 3, although I think I looked at its upgrade options. I don't remember if it was that good. Okay, this was a really, really challenging encounter. I used up my healing potion to protect my hero from just getting wrecked. And I guess we'll just look at minions. Don't want the basic bitch dude. This is a new thing. When destroyed a copy of Javelin 1. That seems terrible. Okay, so we'll just skip getting cards. Alright, we got an elite ogre cook. What do you have? Grab an enemy minion within range 2 and put it in the ogre pot, destroying it. Just destroying it? What the hell? Oh, it's minion, so it's not hero, but still. Next turn, summon a gloop adjacent to the pot. Gloop, last word, that's like a death rattle. Deal 4 damage to the unit that destroys this minion. Oh, that's like at any distance. The pot. Oh, that's not the pot, that's food fight. Deal 3 damage to a minion within range 3. If that minion is destroyed before the end of your next turn, heal for 3. Otherwise, that unit heals for 6. Oh, because you throw food and they eat the food. Okay. And then it's 5, 25. Cleave. Damage is also dealt to enemy units adjacent to attacker. Oh, so it just attacks multiple units next to it. Okay. Well, seems kind of tough. Maybe it would have been nice to have my healing potion. We got a bunch of minions. Sounds good. This guy takes up 4 squares. Very fancy. There's the... Oh, the ogre pot starts out there. Oh. If destroyed, deal 30 damage to the ogre cook. Oh, interesting. Now it has block 5, which is weird because block says remove this effect at the start of your turn. Maybe not all the blocks are removed. I mean, it's kind of hard to get to it, but... Alright. Well, let's try it. Let's get on in there. This guy will be giving me shields. This is my slowly generates power over time guy. And then, I think I can actually do this and beat the system. What did that do? Oh. Wait a minute. Couldn't he have moved and actually glooped this guy? Maybe I should have thought about that. I have some shields. Okay, so here I think what I'm going to do... I have this buffer. I could buff my hero, but I'm actually just going to go ahead and buff my ranged attacker guy here. I think that's useful. We can kill all this big dude the old-fashioned way. What is this? Ah, yeah, deal 3 damage remaining within range 3. Okay, so I need to actually move my hero. Actually, no, I'll just put a shield on my hero. It's fine. And then we'll put this guy in harm's way. Let's shoot you for 3. Step up. And then, yeah, we'll put a shield on you. Oh, I forgot. This guy has cleave. Oh, so he damaged everybody. That was terrible positioning in that case. Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. What is this? It's an enemy minion, so I don't think he can target my hero. So I'm going to be very bold and beautiful. We're going to go up here. Put a shield on my hero. Intimidate. Oh god, intimidate is only minions, isn't it? So it doesn't work on the actual boss. I'm amazing at this game. This does nothing because there's nothing to push back into, so I can't stun him. Yeah, if it's stunned only if it hits another enemy unit. So that was just completely awful and incorrect play. Let's whack you. This is bad because you can just step up and attack the hero and this thing, and it just dies for no reason. So what we'll do is this. He's got haste. He'll do 2 damage. I guess we'll put her up there. And I guess I'll heal my guy. And we'll just toss the boot. Okay, so there's he's glooping like crazy. He whacked me, but I got blocked. This guy doing some awesome shielding from a distance. This is the haste -1. And this is the one that buffs. Okay, so what we'll do is summon this here, move it up, summon this here, drop my buffer dude right in there, and then we are going to do some serious damage to the elite. In fact, the elite is dead. And I even used my Ankh to heal up to full. How nice. Maybe I could have not used my healing potion, actually, but I think it was better to be safe than sorry. Okay, we get 2 treasures. Gain 2 random treasures and consume this trinket. Interesting, because then if you consume it, you can't sell it for treasure. Gain 2. So you gain 2 random treasures. Okay, that's fine. So you trade 1 treasure for 2. That's probably good. And then what does this? Give 1 target bleed. So what bleed does is it's actually similar to vulnerability in Dream Quest with the same like blood symbol. It makes it so that when it takes damage, it takes an additional damage per stack of bleed. Okay, we got weapon, potion. Okay, let's be frisky. Let's check the weapon. What is this? Ogre Spatula. 5 damage. Well, it doesn't have range, so I'm not going to use it. I'll take a potion since I used one. 3 mana. So you can draw a bunch of cards with it. And then I'll take a peek at... Let's take a look at a powerful spell. Honored Duel. Choose a friendly minion, it attacks each adjacent enemy minion, and then they attack it back. That can actually be useful. Okay, we'll try this. This could be completely wrong. I'm not gonna take... I can take the spatula because it just goes in your weapon pouch. It doesn't take up space in your deck, and I'll take the mana potion. Potions aren't that big of a deal to take because they are consumed. You know what? I got all these flare stones. Let's look at the minion. These seem to be good cards. We got this guy. Yeah, even upgraded, he's not that awesome. Okay, so we're just going to confirm. And here's the healing place. The way that this works is that for free, you get up to 4 hit points for free. You can do the greater heal to heal everything, but then you have to pay a treasure card to do it. Right now I'm at full health, and so far that is the only healing that I have found. So that makes healing very valuable. Okay, I'll open a magic chest. What can possibly go wrong? An artifact. Your spells and minions that cost mana cost... What? That's there's not that much that costs mana. I guess maybe if you're playing this as the mage or something where there's more mana stuff. Are you any better? Target unit gains haste. While this card is not removed from the game, your hero gains leap 2. Interesting. Okay, that seems fine. Giving haste to whoever you want seems pretty good. Okay, let's step into the portal. We've opened a new door. Church procession. They offer their services to you. I don't think I want this. If it's just healing, it's not going to do anything. It might be some kind of a blessing, but I'll try to live without it. Oh, allows your chance to escape. Okay, cool. So we've got a boss here, Lizard Matriarch. Level 4 boss. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Each friendly minion gains +1/+1 for each alpha egg on the board. Uh-oh. Each alpha egg? Alpha egg. So not egg, just alpha egg. Okay, alpha egg. After 2 turns, destroy this and summon a lizard alpha. Okay, now I wish it showed you the stats. So we know that lizard alpha has multi-strike 1, meaning they can attack twice, but it does not show what the health and damage of the alpha is, but we'll assume it's something awfully terrible. Lizard warrior, block 1. Okay, so it's a 2/3 with Divine Shield, basically, and there's 2 of those. These are definitely the weaker cards. This is not that big of a deal, but this is potentially very scary. And then what is this? Oh, jeez! So it's a 3/30 with Leap 3, and it automatically spawns 2 eggs on random empty squares. After 2 turns, destroy this and summon a Lizard Warrior, which is this. Oh, boy! So you gotta kill those eggs, but also you gotta damage the boss. But also, the boss does 3 damage and has a leap of 3. This is going to be tough to get through without damage. I mean, without taking damage. Okay, that's a boss fight. Should be difficult, right? So, the boot. I don't think I'm going to get next to this boss to use it on round 1, although I think that can be a good card here. This is very underwhelming, but I'll keep the Buffer Lady, hoping to draw some more minions, which we do. This thing has been singularly terrible. But alright, let's, how do we do this? I think we'll go here. Why am I moving 2 spaces now? Oh, because I have leap 2 because of those boots that are in my deck. Oh, that's cool. Okay. This thing can leap 3. So actually, I can stand here and be fine. But I don't actually want to stand there, though. Okay. So I guess if I want everything to get buffed, I mean, I can go here. It's fine. I'm not going to get damaged. But if I want everything to get buffed, I need to put something down now and move over 1 space. Problem is, this thing's probably going to be useless. Okay. Let's put this thing here. Step up. You don't have any range, do you? You don't. Okay. Then I messed up. I needed to put the other stuff down and then step up. Because now I can't actually summon the things in a way that would make this buff everybody. Okay. So what I'm going to do is prioritize getting this guy buffed. Because this guy's not actually that important. He's not actually going to be doing that much damage. So what I'll do is put him here. This guy here. This lady here. And then we're just going to end the turn. I'm only drawing 3 cards instead of 4 because this guy cost a mana. Okay. Well, for some reason, this boss decided to go in the way of my catapult. The question is, do I want to deal with this alpha egg? It's in the corner, so the thing it spawns might be not that big of a deal. Can I shoot this? No, I can't. This? Do I want to use it? Not sure I do. And then this guy. Okay. So we're going to shoot this. Get the party started. We're going to back away slowly. I'm going to put this guy into position because I'm hoping that with 1 more move, this guy's going to get to somewhere where my 5 attack range person can start shooting at him. We'll put this back here. Even though he only has... Oh, that's stupid. He only has range 2, so this is useless. Whoops. Okay, I will shield my hero. And since he is shielded and shouldn't take damage more than once, I'm just going to whack-a-doodle-doo the boss. And then you die to the boss. So I'm going to put you here. Oh crap, this boss can leap here and kill my shield bearer. Okay, I will then put this guy here just to protect my shield boy from getting killed. So that's the block in action. More eggs. Am I going for the strategy of just ignoring the eggs? This isn't going to work out very well for me because I did not put my 5 damage range person into the proper position at all. Okay, well this guy can kill the egg next to him. My catapult can actually kill both of these eggs thanks to splash damage. Nice. Although I should have maybe thought about splashing damage this. Oops. You can now move. You can go here. Kill this guy. Or, oh, he has block. Oh, God, I forgot about the block. Oops. Well, anyway, the lady now can kill it. Let's get the shield guy out of the way. You, I guess, can step in so that this... Wait, let me see. What are these cards I have? Choose a friendly minion that attacks each adjacent enemy minion, and then they attack it back. Interesting. That seems fine. Okay. Oh, it did splash damage to the boss. Oh, I forgot this thing has block. Hilarious! Okay. Well, let's put some block on my hero. Step up with the lady so that this warrior can't damage my hero. She sadly has already attacked. This guy does have haste, but he cannot kill this warrior. Is this the buffing guy? This is the buffing guy. Okay. Probably did this all in the wrong order. But let's move Mr. Hasty up here. Go here with Mr. Buffers. Kill that thing so my lady's protected. And then this is gain 2... Yeah, I think I should totally do this. So I trade 1 treasure for 2. Gain 1 block each turn. It's a weapon. Oh, so you have a power 1 crap attack, but you're always gaining a block. Well, that's what this guy's for. He's giving me a block, so I don't need this. I'm going to discard this. Well, everything's automatically discarded. What is this? This looks scary. 5/3 phase. When a unit attacks, it swaps place with the defender. In the process, does not apply to large heroes. Interesting. So it's just a 5 attacking... I mean, the problem is it's an adjacent attacker, so it's very difficult to actually get up to the boss. But I know, for example, if I do this, the boss will definitely, like, attack it. Okay, we'll do this just to bait the boss's attack. And that I'm going to let discard. Okay, so the eggs break. This is a 218? 218! I mean, I guess it's a 2, but 18! Well, it's kind of out of the way. What's its movement like? Oh, leap 2 and a multi-strike 1. Oh, man, so it can attack twice and it leaps. Jeez. Okay, we gotta kill this thing. So let's, see, do I have any buffings? No. But what I could do is I can shoot this, which will splash damage. Kill the egg. Nice how this only splashes on enemies, not your hero. We'll attack the boss with my range 3 guy. Note this guy has only range 2, so I could not have done it with him. What is this thing? Give... Oh, I should have done this first. Ugh. So yeah, she should have taken some extra damage. Let's, I guess, whack him for 6 now. Swap. Oh, and he's totally going to die. Because he's taking extra damage, and I probably had enough to kill him even without that. Okay, so strategy for the lizard man apparently was to not deal with the eggs. Just ignore the eggs. Who cares about eggs? Alright, artifact. What do you got for me here? When played, lose 2 health, draw 1. What? Oh, that seems awful. I don't want to lose 2 health just to keep on drawing cards. Yeah, stupid. And then do I want to try to get a better weapon than my amazing polearm? I mean, it would pretty much have to be ranged weapons, otherwise I'd feel bad since I'd lose the value from my penetrating talent. Let's take a look at a minion. This looks new. So it's just a 4/5. That seems bad. So you're paying a mana, and it does hit hard and have a lot of health. Okay, we'll take it. It's just that we're starting to already see that like adjacent attacking only things are not as good. I'll pay a Flare Stone to look at one more minion, I guess. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just take this one thing. Okay, time for a new talent. So we can keep going up this tree. Protected 2 means that the enemy can't target you. Problem is that you lose 1 charge of this at the beginning of each turn. So I'm actually not that excited about this talent, even though it is a level 4 talent. What is this? Dash 2. Okay, well, Dash 2 is obviously very good. It means you can move an extra time, so you get even more mobility. But what I'm going to do here is actually grab this. At the beginning of the battle, heal up to 2. I'm not as concerned about my maximum HP, at least not before I take this. And this gives me some leeway to suck a bit and, not fall behind. Now, the other talents here, this is a little bit tricky. You only gain 1 power, and it's only when a minion adjacent to the hero is destroyed, but it's, it's something, and then I'm going for the extra maximum mana to have a bigger hand size. Okay, you can convert treasure. What this does is, and I haven't actually really confirmed exactly how this works, but basically, you have this gold that you get if you escape. But if you convert treasure right now, then you lock in some gold. Like, the gold will be safe even if you don't escape. So I'm going to do that to some of my less valuable treasures. I clearly do not want this Great Shield. And this book has not been impressive. I mean, drawing a spell can be useful. This is pretty underwhelming. I'm not going to care about that. This is a 5/3. 5 is a lot, but it's only adjacent attacks, and it's only got 3 hit points. I'm going to just trade that as well. I guess we'll keep the book. So I wish this game had a bit more of like a UI feature where it would show you like exactly what happened after you click convert. Notice I'm going to click it, and I see nothing. My gold dropped from 100 to 50 for some reason, so I don't know exactly what's up with that. Maybe that's because I already collected 50. Don't know. But anyway, we're going to wait until the next video to keep playing. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon to try the second level of this dungeon.